Hi, my name is Tacy, and I am the office administrator here at First English Lutheran Preschool. I wish we were doing this in person, as I would be the first person that you would meet upon arriving for a tour of the school. But it's COVID time, so we go ahead and make do with what we have, and that is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and run through some slides and talk a little bit about my role and what the next steps are should you be interested in applying to our school. Um, my role covers a lot of areas. In addition to answering most of the calls, I also handle, once again, as I just said, enrolling children into our preschool. I go ahead and maintain the class lists to make sure that we, reach have a maximum, and I notify everybody if they end up ultimately being on a wait list. I also handle the school billing, such as tuition, obviously, and also our extended day programs of early drop-off and lunch bunch, as well as aftercare. And in the summertime, we do have a camp, and I handle the billing for that as well. Bottom line, I'm usually the person to call you if somebody's feeling sad at school, at least those first few weeks. And I'm also on the receiving end of phone calls from parents who are also sad of leaving behind their child and may want to check in on them. And call me every day if you need to. That's part of my job. And I am a parent too, and still remember those days of clinging children that are so sad to be separated, as well as feeling so sad that I have to be the bad guy and separate them. But ultimately, 90% of the time when the kids come in here after a little bit of a cry initially, they're fine. Moms and dads sometimes aren't, but the kids are great. And hopefully post-COVID, a lot of times people will just come into the office and talk about what's going on in their world or the world at large. We have pretty decent coffee, so I'm always happy to offer a cup of coffee and talk as well. The role that Jenny and Amber, our directors, play is basically picking up where I leave off, and that is once you've received the paperwork for the applications to enroll, then they come on in and lead you on a tour of our school and talk about the curriculum, our philosophy, our approach to social and emotional development, and a whole lot of other areas. So that is what they do. And the next step for me is to talk to you guys more specifically about how this all works step by step. So the first thing, as you can see, is the tour and going through all the different videos that we have in here as our library for a tour. We will go ahead, and once you have viewed the email, viewed the video, you can reach out to me at felpkids@gmail.com, and I will send you the online application registration for FELP, as well as a link to go ahead and join us on our Zoom call on November the 19th at 8 p.m. For any other questions and answers that you all are looking for or have. And at that point, you want to go ahead and send me in the registration application form. That's the first phase. That's not a guarantee, but that's the first phase of securing a spot for your child at FELP. In addition to filling out and sending us back the registration application, we do have a $60 registration fee. And that is generally, it's $60 if you want to go ahead and do snail mail and mail it in, and that the address is on the application registration form. You can also just drop it off if you want to. We have a secure mailbox at the front of our school on the 39th Street side where you would normally enter our school. And that one, you just push the information or the fee in and wait till you hear a drop. Sometimes if people put it in the wrong spot, it goes back out in the mail. We don't want that to happen. If you would prefer, you can also go to our website, which is felpkids.com, and on there is a donate button. If you click on that, it will go ahead and give you an option of paying your registration fee online. You'll notice that it typically is $62. If you go ahead that route, that just helps us cover some of our credit card expenses. And then from that point, we will go ahead and send out contracts for those of you guys that are within the group that is not on the wait list for the various classes. And that's when we would be also looking for a deposit at that point in time to secure that spot. Let's see, I'm just checking to see if I've covered pretty much everything. You know, we just very much want you to, check us out, read about, take a look at our website, learn more about our school through that, as well as see what you can find on our Instagram page or Facebook pages, which gives you a clear idea of kind of the feel of our school. I very much look forward to meeting you in person, I hope, sooner than later, and enjoy the other parts of the tour. And certainly, if you have any questions after listening to me, give me a ring, 410-235-5887, or actually, better yet, if it's still in the COVID restrictions, shoot me an email at felpkids.com. And, shoot me an email at felpkids@gmail.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy the rest of the tour. Thank you. Except for the fact that some shitheads